welcome back, welcome back. I hope I got enough time for this full thought process. All right. This is gonna sound weird, but once you actually learn things, it'll make sense. All right, Christopher Columbus came to the island of whatever the fuck, Colombia, I believe, or Puerto Rico, somewhere down there, Virgin Islands, wherever he landed, right? They recorded that there was millions of whoever. This ain't about who's there. This ain't about nothing. This is about the Sith, the bad side. This is a lesson I learned about them, an unwritten rule. Now, when he went there, there was millions, and when he left, there was like 20,000, 30,000 people. That means he went crazy, And then he said, all right, let's go home with the rest of these guys that we do got and just leave the rest of those 20,000. We'll be back. And then as soon as he got back to Spain or wherever his kingdom was, they locked his ass up. And immediately threw his ass in prison. And they said, are you out of your mind? We didn't send you there to be a fucking Thanos and snap your fingers and destroy majority of the population. You fucking up the church's money, dog. Are you stupid? And as a person that, you're grown now, and you hear the stories when you're a kid that he came here and he discovered a new land and all that. And once that bullshit gets out your head and you read his own memoir diaries, so there's no excuse then. You don't need nobody to tell you, oh, he was this and that. No, I read what he said. I read what he did, I seen the papers where they locked his ass up for it. So if there was a trial, then that means the Sith, they have courts to punish their own. Oh, so there must be rules and stuff. It's good to know the rules. Like how the good guys say all the time. Like that's what makes us, And now let's get to the meat, because I know I probably don't got time. Could you imagine what it was like to be in a courtroom? Because obviously he was like, he's a part of he gets orders from the big dogs, And when you're getting orders from the big dogs, you don't have a normal trial, Could you imagine what that was like sitting in there? It's like fucking, Island Boy or whatever when he got caught. They was like, nah, you're going bye-bye, dog. Like, you're out of here. You fucked up too bad. Now, Chriso is in a time where they don't give a fuck, but they do give a fuck because they're trying to build over there. They didn't send you over there to have fun. They sent you over there to bring people back because they want to build the empire, And your shenanigans and fun is preventing the empire from being built in a better way, because the more people you would have, the faster they could build things, and you can sell those people later on. That's trillions and trillions of dollars. You're fucking, just trashing. So I can only imagine how they was like, he comes back, they're like, yo, arrest that man. And Christopher's like, what? Arrest me? Look, I came back with, and they're like, yeah, but we kind of got spies and shit, and like, they've been writing letters back to us about exactly what's been going on this whole time, and that's why we called you back, because, you're wailing, and unfortunately, you made, somebody that's behind me very, very angry because they had plans, and you're ruining their plans, and they don't like that. So you're getting punished, How do you can't object, That's got to be crazy. You're sitting there looking at them like, yo, you gave me full rogue permission to do as I will. And they're gonna look at it and they're like, no, we ain't tell you to do all that, dog. What are you talking about? Like, there's a line, there's a limit, there's balance. You must have lost your fucking mind. Are you out of your mind? I understand we're on the Sith side, but there's no such thing as a kingdom without people, you goofy ass nigga. Who are we going to rule over if you get rid of all the fucking peasants, you fucking dumbass? You get it? That means we would have to, if we don't get enough, you know how we gave you a rank and your people something to be? Well, if there's not enough of them, you're getting demoted with all your people, and you're going to fucking confirmation. You're going to have to do it. You know, maybe that's why they let him back out of jail afterwards and sent him back. You know, he had to learn his lesson the hard way. You know, it's sort of like when I watched this Jedi, the origins of the Jedi and the Sith, how, you know, they would wield both. And then in the beginning, or something like that, and when people would lean more towards their darker side, they would get punished by sitting in front of the moon or the sun. No, if you was a dark side, you had to sit in front of the sun. If you was a good guy and you was too good, because you wasn't allowed to be too good, you had to use the other side of the force. There was no negative and bad shit. No, it was this side's the dark side of the force, and that's the light side of the force. It doesn't have a name of good or evil. It's the force. What you do with it makes it evil. That's what makes shit evil. You know how they say the love of money is the root of all evil? Not money. It's what you do with it. You're evil when you have money. The money didn't do anything. Money's not evil. The people that wield the money and do dumb shit. It's your choice to use the force. So, I was sitting here thinking, I can only imagine the fucking, you know what I mean? You're shitting in prison, you're shitting in, like, yeah, I can't believe these fucking guys. They hire me, they train me, and then I go, you know, I went a little crazy, you know, I got like 8,000 babies probably lurking around somewhere now, you know? Because those women over there, woo, 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 woo. I ain't seen nothing like that in a long time. Our people are sickly and unhealthy and shit. So, you know, when I went over there,